Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
احلى مسا عليكم جيمرز اند جنتلمان. احمد بهجت يحييكم من قناه فرجني ونستعرف مع بعض لعبه الان ويك ريماسترد ونشوف اللي هيحصل. طبعا شفتوا انتوا الريكاب والملخص اللي حصل في الجزء اللي فات، ولكن قبل ما نبدا لو انتوا اول مره تشوفوا الفيديو بتاعي هتدعمني، ممكن تشتركوا في القناه وتعملوا لايك للفيديو وتعليقاتكم ما تهمش منها يا شباب، وهيبقى نستأنف اللعبه الجميله دي ولا لعب.
Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
هو كان راجل هارتمان ده يا جماعه كان لازم اديله فرصه من الاول بدل ما بكس له من اول يوم شفته فيه.
Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
ممكن ابص بصه. يعني هي دي العياده بتاعته ودي الاوضه اللي انا كنت فيها تقريبا. ويك بسميها باسمي كمان ونمبر 1 نمبر 1 وده ايمرسون. مين ايمرسون ده؟ كرييتورز ديليما. طبعا الباب ده مقفول. he wanted me to follow him. دي اوضه حد لسه ما جاش تقريبا، مش جاهزه. جميل البيوت الخشبيه دي يا جماعه. انا مش مسموح لي ادخل. طيب الله على المناظر الطبيعيه يا جماعه.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
دي ساعة شمسية يا جماعة. Read. Beyond the shadow, you settle for there is a miracle eliminated TZ. أنا آسف يا جماعة الكلمة اللي أنا قلتها. In the memory of the dear friend and poet. طيب. لو كان كلامه صحيح يبقى اللعبة انتهت هنا بقى يا جماعة خلاص المفروض ما كملهاش تبقى خلصت كده. Oh.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
بياخدوا رد عقله.
Scary, scary, scary.
هل أنت عبيط؟ عبيط أوي. خلاص كده؟
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
دي بقى دورها جه. دي مستشفى مجانين دي يا جماعة. ألان ويك.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. ماشي كلام كتير أوي.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, What a storm!
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
طيب.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking
Something's
after Wake
wrong.
here, but
I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
اوكي. ده كيو ار كود تاني يا جماعه. انا حاولت اعرف الكيو ار كود ده، حاولت اربط التليفون عندي بس ما طلعليش اي نتيجه. طب فين الغرفه بتاعتي بقى؟ وحلوه الواجهه بتاعت المكان، ترموستات اهو. ده الفيو الجميل. بس احنا عايزين الغرفه بتاعتي دلوقتي نوصل ليها. فين بقى الغرفه؟ منين هنا؟ اوكي. ايه ده؟
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
طبعا هو مش مقتنع الاليس ماتت. الراجل قال له الاليس ماتت. هو في اكزامن، كان في اكزامن هنا، مش عارف اختفت ليه. anyway نرجع للغرفه دلوقتي.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
هو مين اللي بيكلمني ده؟
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
ماشي، دي غرفتي.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer? I don't know.
Investigate racket.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Manuscript Collective Orange.
Giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
طبعا انا ما عنديش اي انفورميشن دلوقتي فين ساره اللي هي العريفه او الشريف، وما اعرفش باري حصل له ايه. نروح فين دلوقتي؟ ننزل تحت دلوقتي بلاقي طريقه اللي انا ايه املص من هذا المكان.
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Get the office wing key. من هنا؟ نجيب مفتاح منين بقى؟
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
ضربوها.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
طب نطلع بقى الهارتمان اوفيس. هو غالبا خد المانuscript بتاعتي. المخطوطات اللي انا لميتها طول الوقت يعني.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
ده راجل خاطف يا جماعة. الراجل ابو كاب ده اللي هو المفروض اللي كان خاطف مراته يعني.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to threat.
Barry? Ow! About time!
Seriously!
Barry,
Do you
man,
have
I'm
any
glad to
idea how
see
much
you.
trouble you're in?
We need to get to
I am
Hartman's
famous.
office.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball.
ده هو اللي بيتكلم ده؟
Jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey!
انت مش شايفني ولا يا باري؟
I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine.
ماشي
What,
ماشي.
how you get your kicks
انا
Hartman?
بيتهيألي تقريبا ان ده باري.
You got the...
ده حقيقي دخل ورايا.
All the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
ايه ده؟ ايه اللي حصل ده؟ يعني اللي حصل ده حقيقي. الله الله الله.
I had to find a way out.
I have to find a way out. طبعا معيش، انا معايا مسدس بس. ايه ده؟ يلا 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 يلا. اوه ماي جاد، العيادة كلها اتشقلبت. طب نهرب منين بقى؟ نهرب منين؟ من هنا من هنا. هوب 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 هوب.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
نجيب لايت منين؟ عشان كده الكهرباء اتقطعت. لا 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 لا، اظبط نفسك، اظبط. طب نطلع فوق. جنريتور هو ده. لا عاملينها صعبة المرة دي. يلا يلا يذهبوا الى الجحيم جميعا. طب انا المفروض انا كده نورت الدنيا تحت يعني لسه. لا لا لا. اوكي انا المفروض اشغل الجنريتور وايه واهرب واجري تاني. لا يلا 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 بسرعة بقى، اجري بقى، اجري يا ألان. اهرب منين طيب؟ ايوه اهو اهرب. اتحبست ولا ايه؟ من الباب. اوكي فلير. نطلع تاني. فين؟ اطلع من هنا. اطلع يا ابني. دي عايزة فلير بقى هنا. اوكي في مانسكريبت. بسرعة بسرعة بسرعة. اهرب. تشيك بوينت ريتش. هنا طيب. هنا. طب انا اطلع ازاي بقى؟ اسكيب ذا كلينيك. اسكيب منين طيب؟ الباب ده المفروض يفتح، او الباب ده ده كسرت. اوكي يلا هو كسرها لي. يلا هو باري فين؟ لسه كنت بسأل عليك يا ابني والله. انا شايف حاجات بتلمع كتير المفروض المها. ايوه مش في حاجة هنا. ايوه الكوفي. والله انا لمحت حاجات. ماشي يا عم انا شايفك والله، بس انا شفت حاجات بتلمع المفروض المها الاول. ما علينا، اختفت الحاجات كلها. ريد سسبندد لورين ميلر 89. تعالى يا بيري اهو.
But the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
اديني.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
اوف اجري. يلا اجري. فليرز، باتريز، في ايه تاني؟ ماشي يلا نطلع منين بقى؟ هو المخرج ده الوحيد. اوكي يمين ولا يسار؟ دي شكلها ميز دي يا جماعة. والله شكلها ميز، متاهة. حاضر حاضر يا باري. خد. ماشي، من هنا ولا من هنا؟ too late to think. المفروض اكت على طول، اهرب على طول. اديني بقى الحاجات دي كل ده. ايوه مين تاني؟ فيها فلير تانية. ايوه موت بقى. لسه فاضل واحد تقريبا بس كده. زي الفل. نطلع من هنا ولا من هنا؟ انت كده ترجعني تاني. اديني ماني سكريبت اهي. بحس المتاهة دي معمولة مخصوص عشان ايه؟ تزود اكسايتمنت في اللعبة. ايوه ريفولفر ايمو. ماشي. عمال اتمرن على كلمة ريفولفر يا جماعة ساعات. من هذا؟ يلا بقى. ابعد. راح. خدت كل حاجة كده. فلير. تعالوا تعالوا. خفتوا ولا ايه؟ بلاش تخافى بقى، انجزوا. ماشي. تخيلوش يا جماعه، انا بقالي كتير، انا عدت في الحته دي بتاع مثلا 20 مره. خلاص فعلا. اشهد ان لا اله الا الله. ياه، انا عدت الحته دي كتير جدا جدا. ماشي نوصل لباري بقى. الله 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 الله. هيد شوت بقى، هيد شوت بقى. يا ساتر، انت فين يا باري؟ نذهب هنا. المشكلة في لعبة آلان ويك هنا تقريبا نظامها القديم لما بتختار ديفيكالتي ما ينفعش تعدلها. انا قعدت اعيد فيها 20 مرة عشان اعدي الحتة دي، وما كانش في مجال ان انا اغير الديفيكالتي خالص او الصعوبة في اللعبة. طب انا عايز سبلايز، طب انا عايز ايمو. ايه ده بقى، ايه ده؟ الله 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 يا ولاد ايه ده؟ ماشي. ايوه تعال. وانت كمان. ماشي. انا ما معيش اي حاجه بقى كده، بقى 4 طلقات بس. فلير، مصلحه. ماشي. ماشي، ادوني بقى يا جماعه سبلايز بقى، ما ينفعش كده. مانuscript سبلايز اهي اهي. معايا ايه؟ معايا فلير ومعايا الكلام ده. ماشي ماشي. نطلع منين بقى؟ انتوا فين؟ ابعد. عالطاير. ماشي اللي بعده. هيطلع منين؟ هو كل ده عشان اطلع من البيت المشؤوم ده؟ انا مش شايف حاجه. يطلع منين؟ انا ماشي غلط كده، المفروض امشي كده. اه هنا اوكي. سبلايز، في ضوء اهو جميل مريح نفسيا. بس هات بقى ده. فليرز. ايوه اديني الشوت جان. ايوه. طيب كده في ايه؟ فولو ذا لايت. باري اهو. طب في هنا مانuscript. بسرعة بقى، نتعافى في اللايت سيكا. بالاسياك.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
اضحك يا ابني، افتح الجيت.
Slamming shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so
مش واقفة خالص.
don't worry about it.
اوكي. المفروض بقى ان انا ايه سرفايف لحد ما ايه الضلمة دي يا جماعة. يلا يا كلاب تعالى. هات الكبير ده. ماشي مسدس بقى. اي 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 اي. تعالى خد دي. لقيتها. طب بسرعة. اي 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 اي. طب انجز افتح الباب. اوف اوف اوف.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Tanning bed.
Crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
Oof.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Checkpoint
I had lost
reached.
my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
وكان بيكلمني باري من شويه. طيب until to find باري، انا شايف ان احنا كانوا وصلنا لنهايه المقطع يا شباب، وكان دي حلقه مميزه جدا وشرحت حاجات كتير، ودكتور هارتمان ده طلع نصاب كبير واتحول لبوس فايت بعد ما استحوذت عليه الارواح المظلمه. ونتوقف عن هذا الحد من الفيديو. كان معاكم احمد باكت جيمرز اند جنتلمان، وما تنسوش تسيبوا لي في التعليقات رايكم في الجيم بلاي وفي اللعبه، وتحبوا تشوفوا بقيتها ولا لحد التختيم. واشوفكم في الفيديو الجاي يا شباب، ومع السلامه.